caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCF's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Knights! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the North Texas Mean Green sends out the offense, and they'll go on the attack for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. North Texas really has it going on offense. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
That's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good calling plays. You get a completion on third down early in the game, and he should be having a lot of confidence now moving forward in this game.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
On third down, going up top. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Here comes the heat. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun to give to the back. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Powers forward. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On the run, still looking. Quarterback gets the first down. There he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field.
Here we go.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. Lots of running room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Knights headed quickly to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Here's the pressure. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UCF. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Pressure coming. The short hands. It's Evans. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Fires to the wideout. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example.
It's a seam wide open. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And on that third down, that play is set up to beat man-to-man coverage. You see the receiver, the ball gets thrown out in front of him, and he's able to get away from the defender, make some people miss, use the speed, setting up 1st and goal.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard for the touchdown on third. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the Dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Knights send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little Pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Get it out on the screen. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Slams ahead. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll try to sneak it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Absolutely perfect. And they go back on top. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Denton than you have for what's been a fun first half? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Knights will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Pulls it in. It's Evans.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. That'll move the chains. It'll be a first down for North Texas.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Williams. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing fourth down.
Trying to get it to the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, they get that fourth down conversion by running the football. That's now 4 fourth downs they've been able to convert. Defensively, you've got to find a better way to get off the field somehow, some way.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the screen seemed like a good idea at the time, but they were fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, on defense, I think it just comes down to having really good awareness. You're watching the ball, you're seeing where it's going, you're locating blockers, and then defeating those blocks getting to the football.
He'll pull it down. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. And into the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
When you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. He's trying to get it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, North Texas. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Knights in the hurry up.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Jackson will throw. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it in the middle. It's Burke. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and North Texas has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Just keep slinging it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
It'll be 3rd and long. Jackson going to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Floats it out in space. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a little space on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by them.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Shakes off the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. He caught it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quick.
Touchdown, UCF! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
28, North Texas, 24.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Using the quick game. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Mean Green trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Evans. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Knocked down at the 6, but that completion will set up a 1st and goal.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game.
Beck's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And you got to use a timeout right now after that run play. You've got 3 in your back pocket. You can't take them with you. You're losing this game right now, so take all the time you can to make sure that your quarterback can...
Touchdown, Mean Green. They move on top here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Jackson will throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Brings it down on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no...
Welcome to the Glass Bowl in Toledo, home to the Toledo Rockets. A great crowd getting revved up and anxious for kickoff in this one. And the Rockets will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cowboys offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Anderson wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. Back to pass. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Wyoming. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fakes to grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football.
He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He leaves it with his back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Toledo! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Anderson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and take it back. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the breaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Rockets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's a heat. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that's the corner's 2nd sack of the game now, and he's doing a great job at the line of scrimmage, not telegraphing that he's blitzing. He's keeping his eyes on the receiver. Right when the ball is snapped, he uses his speed to get in the backfield to bring the quarterback down.
Got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Anderson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. The Cowboys are flying down the field. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The best running backs are the guys.
The extra point is blocked. Now he can return this. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Guys, let's see what Toledo can get done on offense this time. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that didn't fill in.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Looking down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Keeps it on the draw.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Anderson will throw. Breaks the tackle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Going right to work up top. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Durr. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Cowboys will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Anderson wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it. Inches away from the touchdown. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. And that is no good. The lead is still 6 after the miss. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They'll move the chains after he gets into the 43-yard line.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
He's got an open man. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. The Rockets getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on 1st down.
Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Rockets will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to pull his way in. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rockets.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the 1st half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
Coming out with it, it's Richardson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Toledo.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the 1st half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the 2nd half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Rockets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Gleason. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the heat. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. There's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today.
A strike downfield. Turning it on.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Touchdown, Toledo! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Second down coming up. Motion from the wide receiver. The give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's running free down the middle. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Rockets. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Durham. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Anderson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A sky-high punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Rudolph. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So the final period starts with a second down play. Scanning the field, it's Gleason. Caught close to the marker, it's Holly. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Rockets are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's a 0. Wide open spaces. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The Rockets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Back to pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Toledo. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together late. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home, isn't it? Come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of...
And the heat gets there, and they get it down at the 14-yard line. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Cowboys will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Rockets offense is back on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite.
Converts on 4th down. Still going. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rockets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're wanting to pile up some extra points. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when